come up here on Super Sunday here for match day 8. We have the Midlands Derby as Wolverhampton Wanderers will take on Aston Villa in this game. And also after that as well, we have the next matchup, Arsenal, as they will take on Manchester City, the league leaders at the Emirates. But could Arsenal get their third consecutive victory here if they can manage to beat Man City here at the Emirates Stadium and also Messi in their team? Let's get straight now to the coverage here. I am Richard Keys here and I'm broadcasting you here Super Sunday every single week here. And we'll get straight now to the first coverage here on Super Sunday between Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Aston Villa. And a guy who actually played for these two teams in his playing days is Andy Gray. Andy, I know you've played with Wolves and also played with Villa in your playing days, in your playing career, but obviously as a pundit, how can you take a look at these two teams here before this game between the two sides? Well, it'll be a very big game, it will be for both sides in different ways in this Midlands rivalry. We all know that as well, speaking about obviously Aston Villa, a team who now dropped into the bottom half of the table at the start of this campaign is probably not as good in a way to see. But as for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they have to get themselves out of the relegation zone as possible, as we know that they are obviously in that position. And what a way to do it for them if they can get a result here over Villa here at home here at Molineux. Even the draw could be enough for them to get out the relegation drop here, because obviously Norwich, of course, had a bit of something in their matchup with Sheffield. We won't get into, obviously, from yesterday's results. But as of this match right now, I think it'll be a very, very big game it's going to be here for both sides, definitely. But both teams want the most. Villa want to get back in the top half of the table. Wolves want to get out the relegation drop, so we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get straight now to the coverage here at the Molineux. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers, Wolves versus Aston Villa. Let's head to the game. And we are here for this big game here, the Midlands Derby matchup here at Molineux here. It's Wolves versus Aston Villa in the Black Country here in Wolverhampton here for today's afternoon game. And it'll be a very big matchup, of course, between these two sides. Two top teams in the Midlands play each other here at Molineux here today, here on Super Sunday. And this is the Wolverhampton Wanderers team here for Wolves. We've got in goal as well. Starting off, we have here will be Jose Sarr, will be the goalkeeper. We've got in defence here, we've got also Gomes, Craig Dawson, and also Kiltman and Semedo. We also midfielders Mario Lemina, Ruben Neves, and also got Wang Hee Chang, Chuha, and also Donatiore up front here for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But as of for Aston Villa, the team from Birmingham, they've got a very strong lineup here for Villa here. As we have goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez, in defence we've got Matty Cash, also be playing in goal as well for the Villan team. We also going to have also as well in defence playing will be Pau Torres and also Silva as well, and also Alex Morello. We've got Douglas Luiz playing, Jack Grealish. Strikers we've got Leon Bailey, Ollie Watkins, and also Moussa Diaby also for the Villa team. So they've got a very strong team, Villa. And let's see if they can really do it here over Wolves here. Or unless Wolves, however, might get something to try and get a result to get them out of the relegation drop as possible. And look what happened in the Norwich game, of course, yesterday when Sheffield United got a result over that matchup. And that gives probably a chance for Wolves, maybe, to get out from it. Even though a draw could even help them to get out from it. Probably not good in a way for Gary O'Neill's team to actually do, since obviously being manager here at the start of this season in terms of where they are. But let's see what happens here in this match day. And now here's Bailey. Now here's Moussa Diaby here. Moussa Diaby goes for a shot. Good block there for Wolves here. And now Gomez now pass it back here to Sarr. And now obviously Wolverhampton Wanderers want to get at least something, of course, in terms of their, a result or something about them, hopefully, to get over the line. Across here. Could be a chance here, maybe. Oh, gone to the cans with the goalkeeper right there now. Throw right there now to Donatiore. And now here's Grealish. Now Diaby! Oh, could have been very close. Very, very close. I'm saying that. Very close there from Sarr. Goal kick for him. Now a header. Now Lemina. And now Ruben Neves. Neves goes for a shot. Save right there for Emiliano Martinez. Now corner here for Wolves here. Cross into the box. Head away from Villa. Now Traore. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Ollie Watkins. Now here's to Bailey. Shot for Bailey. Save. Gonna be a corner. And now here's Jack Grealish. Crossing the box here. Head away. Now Lamina. Goes for a pass here now to Ruben Neves. Now pass back to Tuna. A goal scored! And Wolves are in front here. And a great goal right here for Tuna to put Wolverhampton Wanderers in the lead here at Molineux. A very good goal for him. And for Wolves as well to obviously put themselves in the lead here. A very bad start to the season in the Premier League, but if they can get a result here right now, they'd be better off than a draw to go above Norwich in the relegation scrap. But a great goal there from Tuna right there to make it 1-0 to Wolves in the match. We know there's only 8 games played so far this season, but another, let's say, obviously 20 games from now, or 30 games from now, is there's something that they really need to focus on in terms of where they want to be, in terms of where they're going to be by the end of the season. Have to try and at least get results in terms of these games especially. They've got to really get something in terms of how it all counts to the end of the season by points and that. But it is a free kick here for Villa now. Now Moussa Diaby, a foul there. And he's going to be off. He's going to be off here. There, Totti right there took out Moussa Diaby, and the referee is going to go for in his cards a red. And Totti Gomez has been sent off, and he'll be banned in the next fixture for Wolves. And Wolves might be in front, but they are down to 10 men here in this game. Not looking good at all, it isn't. Not looking good one bit here, of course, for Moussa Diaby in this matchup. It'd be something they need to really focus on in terms of where they're going to be of this result. It's going to be a very good, fantastic matchup it's going to be here right now for Wolverhampton Wanderers to actually, hold out this opportunity maybe for a goal perhaps, maybe. But we'll see. Now Bailey. Oh, hit the crossbar. It was very, very close right there. Now Wang Hee-Chang. Now is Tuna. Now is now Carlos. And now here's Lamina. Now Tuna now on the attack here now. Going to be a chance, but gone to the keeper's hands. Very close there. Now Martinez got the ball. Now McGinn. And now Bailey. Now here's to... okay, lost the ball there now. Now McGinn. Now Diaby. Foul there. Free kick's been given. Now, free kick, and it's gone all the way out to the crowd. That was a crap free kick, wasn't it? Header there. Now Traore. Now it's Douglas Luiz. Now Watkins. Diaby now the attack here. Oh, what a goal! And the keeper couldn't put his hand into that much. And is now a goal back in the game here for Aston Villa. And Villa have got themselves back into it, sort of. What a hit as well. And the keeper couldn't do nothing about that at all in the match. He should have put a lot more hand into that though, but it is 1-1. Okay, that's going to be that here for half time in this game at Molineux. I've got to say, very impressive result in terms of what they have been at the moment. But Moussa Diaby, I've got to say, did got that goal before half time to make it level. But it's still a long way to go in the second half. Wolves 1, Villa 1 in the match. There you go. Now Villa now. Let's take it right there. There's a chance now. Now Leon Bailey. On the attack, he might go 2-1 here. Straight from the second half. Good block there for Wolves to keep that hold maybe there. Now Alt Nuri. Now to Douglas Luiz. Now Douglas Carlos here. It's a chance for Diego Carlos there. The pass now, it's a chance there for Villa to get themselves 2-1 up here. To take that 10-man advantage. Maybe it could be 2, but header. That has been given. But okay, it's going to be now all a obviously goal kick. Now, obviously, by the way, let you guys all know, next game for Wolves, we've got Leeds away at Ellen Road. A big game it will be coming up after this. We know, obviously, Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course, want to actually... There's a chance for Villa meanwhile in the game. It's 2-1. And finally, they've got themselves in front in the match. Very good to see. And Ollie Watkins scores to make it 2-1. Superb goal. And the boys of Claret and Blue are now in front for the first time. Great pass there to Ollie Watkins. All he had to do is place it into that bottom corner. And it's now 2-1 in the game. Brilliant to see there. Absolute brilliant. And now, here's Watkins again. Might look for 3 maybe. Sarr. Now Hwang Hee-chan. Now Cash. Let's let you guys all know Villa's next matchup will be against West Ham United at home, the Hammers. And now meanwhile Wolves might get something here. But hook and crook, they've got to get back into it. That 10 men probably didn't really help Wolves maybe to be behind after when they took themselves in the lead. But it is what it is. And now it's Ollie Watkins here. Looking for a third maybe. Third goal. Could come here. Great defending right there from Wolves. Now but Dawson will take it. Could be a goal. Oh, save. Save. Could be a chance there. It could have been. Header. Could be a chance maybe. Header away. Clearance. Now is Hwang Hee-chan. On the attack. He has a foul there. But play on, says the ref, because Wolves got the ball still. And now obviously Diego Carlos there won the ball back for Aston Villa. Brilliant to see. Cash. Bailey. Diaby! Oh. Yellow card's being given. Yellow card's being given. Now corner, cross, head away. Now Diaby. Ooh, could have been very close. Header maybe. Oh, could have been a 3-1, but it's been a very good game so far. Villa have been holding out this 2-1 lead. They could go 3-1 up, extend the lead, but nothing really gained from that. So Jack Grealish comes off the pitch, by the way, as the substitute's been made in the game. Now here's Hwang Hee-chan. Save up there. It's going to be a corner. Wolves now on the attack here. They won themselves a corner. Maybe a last minute goal. Keeper's out. This goal. And a goal for Wolves! And that could save them in terms of maybe getting a point by the end of the game, and Craig Dawson with that head into the back of the net, and the keeper came out as well to actually come out to this corner for the last kick of the game, and a great header there for Craig Dawson to make it 2-2. A very poor start to the season, but that draw gives a lot of confidence for Wolverhampton Wanderers. That last kick of the game, Wolves nick a point, a crucial point. It depends where they're going to be by May of next year in 8 months' time, because that point is big for Wolves, and they should be very happy about that. They take a point here against their rivals Villa here at Molineux. A great header from Craig Dawson, and a big point for them to get them out of the relegation drop. The full-time score at full-time at Molineux was Wolves 2, and also as well Aston Villa 2. A massive point for Wolves. I cannot believe it. At the end of the game, Wolves saved themselves and got a point over Aston Villa here at Molineux. And Andy, you know these two teams quite well in your playing days. How do you feel on the result? Because we all thought that Wolves might get something, but a red card for Totti in the first half, and in the second half, Villa scored 2 goals, go 2-1 up, but Craig Dawson saved Wolves and got a point in that last minute of the game. And how do you feel on the both sides, how they played? I think it was a real brilliant result. It was, of course, for both teams, obviously, in terms of the result. I think for Wolves, mostly likely the better result for them to get, rather than maybe them for winning, because they were down to 10 men. It was a bit hard for them in a way to get something out of this matchup in terms of the confidence maybe, but I've got to say hats off for Craig Dawson to head that ball into the back of the net, because I thought Villa might have won the matchup, but luckily Wolves got that point, that last minute crucial goal, and that really helps them, of course, from now until the end of the season, points they get, because every point counts and every point matters down there, and get a draw against your Midlands rivals, Aston Villa, is huge. Very, very huge. And I know that it's going to be a very, very, very tough to swallow for the Villa fans to actually not get the 3 points. But brilliant at the ending. And I think Gary O'Neill will be the winner, I think, out of that, even though it was a draw between the two sides. Okay, let's get straight now into the game highlights with all the other coverage of the 8 games from yesterday. And Spurs got themselves a real perfect start to the matchup as Fabinho passed the ball to Harry Kane and strikes it past Joe Hart to put Spurs in an early lead in the matchup from a free kick set piece, as Kane won the ball from a pass there into him from Fabinho to make it 1-0 to Spurs. And Harry Kane's assist to Fabinho got the second goal against Celtic, and a great pass there from Son Heung-min, who ran through the defenders, found a pass there to the Brazilian midfielder, to Fabinho, and he strikes it in to make it 2-0 in the game here for Tottenham in the match. And the goalkeeper for Celtic, Joe Hart, came out of his goal for a corner for Celtic Football Club in the 89th minute of the matchup, but it backfired Celtic, as Spurs won the ball, as Kulusevski headed it away, and Son Heung-min paced through the Celtic defenders. The keeper came out of his goal and strikes it from open net with no goalkeeper in it, and he hits it from long range, as now Spurs scores a third goal in the matchup here against Celtic in the 90th minute of the matchup, as Joe Hart came out of his goal to help Celtic get back into the game, but it backfired and Spurs got a third because of it. Big victory for the game for Tottenham. They won the matchup as Ange Postecoglou returns back to Celtic after leaving Celtic from this summer to join Tottenham. And Brendan Rodgers, of course, disappointing for him to lose here. Another defeat for Celtic, and looking bad for them in terms of their positioning so far in the Premier League. Good win there for Ange, returning back here to actually manage here Spurs here against his former club Celtic. And they came here with the 3 points, 3-0 in the match for Tottenham. And a corner right here from Sheffield United in the 6th minute of the matchup. A header from a set-piece cross to put Sheffield in an early lead in the game here at Carrow Road. And not like Sheffield United to get something out of this, it looks like, because had a very poor 7 games so far of the Premier League campaign. And they are hunting for their first win here of the Premier League season since returning back after 17 years away from the Premier League. And then 2 minutes later, Norwich got themselves a goal back in the matchup as Josh Sargent makes it 1-0 in the match as Norwich City are not giving up at all as Sheffield come to Carrow Road and try and bully them, but it backfired as Norwich now are back level in the game. And the gears went back onto Sheffield in the matchup to score another goal in the game to make it 2-1, as looks like Sheffield United are looking for their first win of the season. It looks like a great pass there all the way there to Archer to strike it past their gun, and now it's 2-1 here to the Blades. And then Norwich City got themselves another goal back in the match to make it 2-2 in the second half, as Josh Sargent again beats past the keeper Fotheringham to make it 2-2. And Norwich City are not backing down at all, as they do not want Sheffield United to get their first win this season in the Premier League. But a great goal there for Josh Sargent to stop them from doing that. But unfortunately, in the late minutes of the game, Cameron Archer scores another goal in the 93rd minute and the last kick of the game to make Sheffield United get their first 3 points in the Premier League season. They never have done that since being promoted from the Premier League this season after 17 years away from the top flight. And that victory right there for Sheffield United and for Chris Wilder's side might give them a little bit of confidence they can fight a little bit out of the relegation drop, as it ends here at Carrow Road here on match day 8 as Norwich City 2, Sheffield United 3. And Everton, the team who have done so well so far this Premier League season, gave away a silly penalty as James Karkowski took out Patrick Bamford to give Leeds a penalty in the match-up here. And Everton have a very good start to the season as they are currently in the top 4 in the Champions League positions, but giving away a silly penalty here as Bamford takes it for Leeds United. And then Bamford strikes it in beating past Jordan Pickford to make it 1-0 to Leeds here in the top corner on his left foot, as Jordan Pickford couldn't save that. And now it's 1-0 in the game here so far for Leeds here in the match. And Everton looked a bit sleepy in the first 20 minutes of the game. But Everton, as we expected of them, got back in the matchup. Our goal was 1v1 there for the keeper, Mourier and Richarlison, as Richarlison dipped the ball past the keeper there and strikes it past him, as now Everton are now level here to make it 1-1 in the match. What a hit right there for the Brazilian Richarlison, and now it's 1-1 here in the game here at Goodison Park. And then Everton continued that momentum to score their goal to get themselves in the lead for the first time this matchup, as a header from Alex Iwobi from across from Dominic Calvert-Lewin to put it into the back of the net to put Everton finally in the lead here, as they had a very good start to the season under Sean Dyche. And they want to carry on the momentum in this matchup here, as now they're finally back in front. And a huge healthy points for Everton, the Toffees, as they cannot stop winning games. They've been absolutely fantastic of them. We never expect Everton to be second in the Premier League in match day 8. I thought they might struggle for relegation, but Sean Dyche has got belief and the faith in Everton. They can go really far ahead in the Premier League, as it ends here at Goodison Park. Everton 2, Leeds United 1. A good start for Leicester. It took them 20 minutes to get themselves in the lead as James Maddison makes it 1-0 to the Foxes here at Crystal Palace. A great passing connection to the attackers there for Leicester, as Maddison finally puts Leicester in the lead here in the first 18 minutes of the game. And then Leicester City extend the lead again as James Maddison was on the score sheet another time in the matchup here, and Maddison gets another to make it 2-0. 1v1 to the keeper again into that top corner, and now Leicester City are now 2-0 up in the match here at Selhurst Park. And then Jamie Vardy finally got himself a goal in the matchup here before half-time, as he strikes it from outside of the box, and the keeper could not put his hand onto that. And Leicester City are now 3 goals in front here at Selhurst Park. And who's expected that for Leicester City to be 3-0 up in front here in the ground, as the keeper Dean Henderson didn't put much hand into that, and now is a goal to make it 3-0. In the second half, however, again, Vardy makes it 4. Turn around 3 defenders and then beats past Henderson for the second time in the matchup here to put 4 in the game here at Selhurst Park here. As Vardy right here is unstoppable right here in the match, as Leicester City are really dominating them. And Palace got themselves a free kick set piece. And a header there from Mateta in the box. From a cross there in the box from Zaha. And he found Mateta and he headed it in. And that's a consolation there for Palace in the match. And then Leicester put the icing on the cake here as Vardy got himself a hat-trick in the matchup here. He loves scoring a pass here against Palace here today as he turned around 2 defenders here and beats past Henderson for the 3rd time. A hat-trick for Jamie Vardy. And now Leicester City won the whole entire game here at Selhurst Park by 5 goals to 1. A big win right there for the team and for Leicester, and also for the manager as well for Leicester, Graham Potter, as he'll be very delighted to see how Vardy and Leicester do in this matchup by thrashing Palace here today, this afternoon, by 5 goals to 1. And Brighton Hove Albion are in pure dreamland here in the Amex Stadium as João Pedro strikes the ball past Alisson and Brighton get themselves an early lead in the game here against Liverpool in the match as he strikes it from outside the penalty box, and now it's 1-0 to the Seagulls here in Brighton, and that's not expected of them to do that here over Liverpool. But Liverpool got themselves back in the game here to make it 1 apiece, and Darwin Núñez was attacking paws all the way past the defenders of Brighton, and then the goalkeeper David Sanchez just watched the ball going to the back of the net as Darwin Núñez's pace is so electrifying even Sanchez couldn't save it, and now it's 1-1 here in the match here at the Amex. And then Brighton Hove Albion got themselves back in front again in the matchup here as João Pedro scores his 2nd goal for Brighton as a great little passing, obviously connections to the Brighton team. Found a pass there to João Pedro to tap it in as Alisson couldn't save that one as he came out of his goal a little bit too far away, he did, as that put João Pedro a chance and opportunity to tap it in to make it 2-2 here at the Amex. And then Liverpool got themselves a goal in the matchup here to make it 2-2. Darwin Núñez turned around the Brighton defenders and then strikes it here past Sanchez, and now it's 2-2. Game on here and a real entertaining matchup here down the south coast here at the Amex as João Pedro and Darwin Núñez are entertaining the 2 teams here in this matchup, 1 for Liverpool and 1 for Brighton. And then Brighton got themselves finally back in front again, but this time around Dominic Solanke strikes it past Alisson, and now Brighton Hove Albion are now 3-2 up in the match. And what a game we have in here, entertainment at the Amex. As a great strike right there from Solanke as he put it past here the keeper, and now it's a goal to make it here 3-2 to the Seagulls. Then Darwin Núñez there got himself a hat-trick in the matchup here and strikes it here past Sanchez, and a hat-trick for him, and Liverpool are not giving up without a fight here in this matchup against Brighton, even though Brighton might show a lot of grit and determination in the matchup here, but they're not giving up lightly here over Brighton here in this match, and they didn't because they kept their principles, and Núñez again scores his 4th goal to make it 4-3, and finally, about time, Liverpool are finally in front for the first time in this big entertaining matchup here down the south coast, as Núñez, the Uruguayan, makes it 4 here for Liverpool to be in the lead for the first time. But things carried on for Liverpool, and a 5th goal scored here as Rafinha strikes it past Sanchez, and the Brazilian makes it 5 here for Liverpool in the matchup here, and their resilience from obviously trailing the game by 3 goals to 2 made them more resilient a ball to get another 3 past the keeper here right now at the Amex. But Darwin Núñez wins the match ball here at the Amex as he scores 4 past Brighton here today. But you've got to say hats off for Brighton, however. They've been absolutely very good in this game and really made it difficult for Liverpool sometimes in the matchup here to get themselves the result. But Liverpool did it the hard way and they won here in the hard manner and won the matchup here as Brighton Hove Albion 3, Liverpool 5. And Gerard Bowen was the only goal scorer in the matchup here at the London Stadium, as he scored and strikes it in the bottom corner past Nick Pope, as West Ham take the lead here at the London Stadium and actually won the whole majority of the matchup here at the London Stadium, as Newcastle could not pick up a goal back in the matchup, as West Ham take the 3 points and won here by 1-0. It taken Chelsea half an hour in the game at the Ibrox Stadium to get themselves in the lead, as Lukaku did so well during the week against Grasner AK and scored that goal in that Champions League. But here tonight, here at Rangers, he strikes it here past the keeper Samba, this time around to make it 1-0 here for Chelsea in the matchup here so far. But Rangers, a struggling Rangers team, got themselves a goal back to go level in the matchup here, and Rangers are really hoping to get some point maybe here in this matchup after their manager David Moyes is under a lot of pressure at the moment of his job maybe lately, as he might be sacked, as Tom Kearney makes it 1-1. And then in the second half, Chelsea got themselves back in front, as Tammy Abraham means business when he does mean business, as now Chelsea are now finally back in front. A great pass there from Lukaku. Samba and Abraham 1v1 against each other, and he strikes it in that top corner, and now it's 2-1 here to Chelsea in the match. And then things got better for Chelsea, as Chelsea had a corner and a header sort of bounced in the penalty box with a head forward from Tammy Abraham right in his forehead to score his second goal for Chelsea at the Ibrox ground to make it 3-1 in the game. Great header, great goal, 3-1 to the Blues here. And that match ended here at the Ibrox ground, as Chelsea, with the 3 goals and the 3 points, guarantee them a win here and victory to put themselves forward towards the Champions League positioning, as they are now 5th after that result here for tonight's game, as it ends here as the strugglers Rangers 1, Chelsea 3. And time's running out for David Moyes for Rangers. A huge surprise for Brentford to get themselves in the lead here at Old Trafford, as Nathan Jones scored himself a goal in the game here, as United however have not lost a game yet this season, and their form's been so good so far this campaign, but they are trailing here at Old Trafford so far by 1-0. Another goal scored for Brentford in the match up here to extend the lead and go 2 goals in front in the match, as Brentford here strike there from Jensen, as Brentford have surprised all the fans here in Manchester United, the Reds, as Brentford now are 2 goals in front here in Manchester. And that is not likely ever part of the script here for United to be trained like this by 2-0 here at Old Trafford. But Cristiano Ronaldo scored a goal back for United before half time, and that's a 1 goal back, and maybe hopefully a comeback could happen here, and Ronaldo's presence might give the confidence for United to get themselves back in front in the game, hopefully in the second half. But it wasn't meant to be for United, however, because Brentford got themselves a 3rd goal in the matchup, as Kasper Dolberg got a 3rd past Navas just before half time, and I thought maybe United might get some hope, but unfortunately it wasn't the case, as Kasper Dolberg strikes it past the keeper, and half-time will now end 3-1 between the two sides. But in the second half, a little bit of hope for United to get a goal back, or maybe 3-3 comeback, but Bruno Fernandes just put it and slotted it into that bottom corner, and maybe there's a hope for United to get themselves back in the game, and maybe it could do here at Old Trafford. But unfortunately, United have scored themselves their first loss in this Premier League campaign after a huge great start for them this season, after picking up 6 victories, 1 draw from last week, and now they've scored their first loss of the season under Pochettino and also under Ronaldo as well. And Kasper Dolberg was definitely the man of the match in that game. He was a great player out there, as Brentford's record at Old Trafford is not the first time they've been here and won here. They did it last season, and also this season again, Brentford scored another victory here at Old Trafford over United in their head-to-heads in the Premier League of all time.
A
big disappointment for United from yesterday. They actually lost the game 3-2 against Brentford at Old Trafford, their first loss of the season. And Andy, what do you feel how United played yesterday? Because the last, let's say, 7 games, they've been absolutely brilliant, they've been. And they might have dropped points to Palace last week, but to lose at home, how do you feel about the whole thing? Well, United obviously weren't their day for them. It wasn't, you have those days in football. You're going to lose against the smaller teams because it happens in football. And I think that Brentford were a very, let's say, top team from yesterday. They were really sharp, they were, and they showed the fight a lot more comparison to what United did at home, and that's why Brentford got the result here at Old Trafford. And I do believe that it's not the first time Brentford came to Old Trafford and won here, even though last season, when United had a very poor campaign, Brentford actually won at Old Trafford. So, in a way, it is very disappointing to see United actually lose here, their first game of the season, but you have those doubts in football, and you've got to really rise up for it. And they've got Sheffield United next weekend, and we'll see if they can actually beat them, as they are struggling so far in the Premier League season. Okay, let's get straight now to the next coverage here of Super Sunday, the big match here, Arsenal, Man City. Let's get to the coverage right now for the game. And this is it, the game and the coverage here of Arsenal and Man City. And we know how big this really is, this game here. And we all know that Arsenal picked up a very slow start to the season, drawing to Leicester and Norwich and losing United and also dropping points to Everton at the start of the campaign. But they picked up 2 consecutive victories so far in the last 2 matches. And even their last time they actually been at home to the Emirates, they actually beat Spurs 1-0 a few weeks back in their last home matchup. And also they actually got a result over Leeds last week at Ellen Road, and also a big draw during the week against Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League. But here on Sunday, they play here against Man City, who are not here for actually picking up a loss here. They're going to probably pick up a win because they are the holders and the current champions of the Premier League, and we'll see how it all goes. But Arsenal still got a tough game though. City, a very dominant side, but Reyes in goal, got Kimmiwar, Saliba, White, Gabriel. We've also got Rice, Jorginho as well, and also Martin Odegaard, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus and Bukayo Saka for the Arsenal team. But as of Man City, however, they've got a strong team. A team that probably do the favourites again to win the Premier League again for this season. But they actually had, let's say, 1 loss so far this season, losing to West Ham a few weeks ago by 3-2. But they have a strong team as well. Ederson in goal. We also got, obviously, Laporte, Diaz and Walker, and also Francesco Chiesa, and also Jude Bellingham as well, Rodri, Lionel Messi, Phil Foden, and also Karim Benzema at the front 3 for Man City. That belief that City have got, could they do something here over Arsenal here at the Emirates? Big game this is here, but could Arsenal, however, get their 3rd straight victory after a slow start to the season in the Premier League, and picking up some, let's say, dropping points a few times. But let's see what happens here. And here we go for the game between Arsenal and City in this match. And here we go for the coverage here. As we got here now Rice, now to Gabriel. And now Cahill, now to Martinelli. Jorginho. Jesus. On the attack here now for Arsenal. Cut through. Save. Or block, I meant, to the defender. But here's Messi. Benzema on the attack here for City. Benzema! Save! Oh, good save there from Raya. Great save there from Raya. Now it's Saka. Now White. Now Odegaard now on the attack. This is good to see here from Arsenal here. Pushing forward. Now Odegaard. Block. That's going to be a corner. It blocks off the City defender. And Saka now takes a corner. Good start here for Arsenal so far. Now Jorginho, they're trying to get their first goal in the game, hopefully, here to stop City from dominating the league, of course, in the Premier League. Even though City actually had a very tough week as well in the Champions League. Even though Arsenal drew to Real Madrid 1-1 at the Emirates, Man City lost on Wednesday to Borussia Dortmund at the Signal Iduna Park. But meanwhile, Saka in the game, turning through with a shot, but blocked. But I've got to say, obviously this season for City, they want to try and obviously win the league again like last campaign. And that's what they're going to aim hopefully to do, of course, in the Premier League. Now here's to Garbadio. Garbadio now. Pass to Rodri. Rodri back to Garbadio. Foden! 1-0! And Man City do take the lead here at the Emirates. And all boos from the home supporters. What do you expect? Because City are at their home ground and they're bossing them here in the 23rd minute of the game. And it's not looking good here for Arsenal. Brilliant goal though for Foden, I've got to say. Brilliant goal, touch. All he had to do is tap it in. Bit of a training pass goal there from Garbadio and Rodri, and also obviously Phil Foden. But meanwhile, Jesus! And he scores to make it 1-1. And it means a big goal there for Jesus, because his former club he used to play for and bring him to the Premier League from Brazil, and he scores against City. And he does celebrate as well, because due to the fact that Guardiola didn't really want him at City, and that's why he shipped him to Arsenal. Wonder why. That goal means a lot for him, of course, in this game. It's now 1-1 here between Arsenal and City in the game. Game on here between Arteta's Arsenal and Guardiola's Man City. Now Foden, Messi, Benzema. Maybe look for a pass, maybe. Could be good. Benzema, Foden. Foden on the attack. Okay, gone to the keeper's hands though. Now Foden, oh, going to be another goal, perhaps, but no. Could be a goal header, or could have been. But bicycle kick, but defending was good for Arsenal. Diaz. Gabriel, now Diaz. Bellingham now to Jorginho. And now Saka on the attack here now for Arsenal. Saka now cuts through. Saka, save there to the keeper. Corner. And now Saka before half time. Crossing to the box. Right into the keeper's hands of Ederson. And the whistle blows here for half time. And game on here. And both teams scored in the first half. City scored the first goal from Foden, and then Jesus scored the goal back to return themselves level in the game. But Messi, however, not really had much touches in the game here for City. But the match ends at half time. Arsenal 1, City 1. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go. And Arsenal obviously are level, and City are level, and Man City start kick-off the second half. A tackle there for Martinelli. And now it's Diaz. Laporte. Foden. Messi. Good touch there, sort of, but it's Saliba. Now White. And now here's obviously coming up, by the way, next fixture will be Chelsea versus Arsenal in the next fixture of the Premier League. And now meanwhile here, oh, could have been a chance though for Saka, but it's gone wide. Very good chance though. It's gone wide here. And that's going to be now a goal kick here for City. And now here's Gabriel. Now here's Kai Hall. Now to Rice. Now to Jorginho. And they're trying to look for a goal here, Arsenal, it might look like. They want to try and get at least something in the game. But we'll see. But anyway, Benzema now touched. Lost the ball to Saliba. Okay, that's going to be a free kick here for Saliba in the match. It looks like it's a free kick Arsenal. And it looks like Messi's in trouble. And he's off! That is shocking! And all the Arsenal fans are so delighted to see one of the greatest players of all time being sent off here at the Emirates. Yeah, he just took out Saliba out. And he'll be banned in the next game for City when they play Brighton next game. And he has to play the match when they play United, of course, in 2 weeks' time in the Manchester Derby, Messi and Ronaldo. But Messi sending off. That is a shock, that is, in my eyes. Never ever in my career, or his career, we ever saw Messi being sent off like that. But he has. And City are down to 10 men. I can't believe it. All the Arsenal fans are so excited they are. And the confidence is growing here for Arsenal. Bloody unbelievable. And speaking about Man City's next game, Brighton Hove Albion, the game that Messi will be missing, of course, after that 10 men they are down to. And now here's Jesus. And the momentum's going to be shifting to Arsenal's way after that red card. And now Odegaard now, meanwhile, save Ederson and back to the keeper again. Oh, that was an unbelievable opportunity though, I've got to say, in the match. But, okay, here's Gabriel. Here's Saliba. Now here's Odegaard. Oh, save for the keeper there. And Ederson there. Okay, it's going to be here a corner in the match for Arsenal. Punch away there for Ederson. Foden. And now Francesco Chesia now for City to get themselves maybe a chance here to go 2-1 up here. Now Bellingham. And now Rice trying to take the ball off of him here, but cover there from Saliba. Now clearance hopefully. Oh, good. Almost a chance there for City to get... Oh my God, they lost the ball here! Rodri! Oh, save! That was worrying that was there. That City might go 2-1 up there, they might have done. Yeah, City are a good team. Even though they're down to 10 men, they have got a world-class team. I wonder why Guardiola managed them. Because he's a world-class manager. And now a substitution has been made for Arsenal. Martinelli comes off the pitch. And also as well here, also Guardiola comes off and Nathan Ake will come on. Nathan Ake comes on and Guardiola comes off. And now here's to a free kick for Diaz to take. Block from the wall. Saliba. Trossard. Here's Jesus. On the attack here now for Arsenal. Good defending there from City. Kanji now. Bellingham. Foden. He's going 1v1. Bo Foden's through. And alright with the keeper's hands. It's been a very tight game this has been between Arsenal and City. But okay, there's Jorginho. Trossard. Trossard now. Pushing forward. A penalty! It is! In the last minute! Is it being a yellow card for Diaz? The captain gave away a penalty. And Arsenal might get 3 points from this. And I thought that City were the team who were leading the game here. And I thought they might dominate this matchup. But somehow Arsenal showed a little bit of fight they've showed. And they've got themselves a penalty to probably win the game. And Saka, by all names, will take the penalty here. Saka. And he scores for Arsenal in the 90th minute of the matchup to Manchester City. And this could be the moment that really gives Arsenal hope maybe on maybe competing for the Premier League title this season. Despite a slow start to the Premier League season after dropping points 3 times and even losing to United in the first obviously games of the season, but winning here right now in the last 9 seconds of the matchup is huge, and Pep looks unhappy and unimpressed, and that'll be City's 2nd loss of the season after losing to West Ham a few weeks back. And it's all over, and Arsenal take the 3 straight victories, beating Tottenham, beating of course in the last match Leeds, and also beating here Man City, one of the contenders for the Premier League title. That gives a huge confidence for Arsenal to get back into the top 4 after a slow start to the season, and Saka's penalty was huge and he deserves the man of the match as it ends here at the Emirates this afternoon on Sunday. It's Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1 at the end of the game. The official results for match day 8 of the Premier League. Arsenal 2, Man City 1. Brighton Hove Albion 3, Liverpool 5. Celtic 0, Spurs 3. Crystal Palace 1, Leicester City 5. Everton 2, Leeds 1. Man United 2, Brentford 3. Norwich 2, Sheffield United 3. And also Rangers 1, Celtic 3. And West Ham 1, Newcastle 0, and Wolves 2, Villa 2. And that means that the 2 Merseyside teams, Liverpool and Everton, are 1st and 2nd head to head with only 2 points out of each other. United dropped to 3rd. City, after losing to Arsenal here today, they dropped to 4th. and Chelsea climbed up a bit slowly, and also Arsenal climbed up a bit slowly in the top half of the Premier League table. And they'll move into the bottom half of the table as Villa are 11th, 12th are Leicester, 13th is Palace, 14th is Brentford, in 15th is Leeds, in 16th is Celtic, and Wolves climb up out of the relegation drop after drawing 2-2 to Villa in the Midlands derby, and that drops Norwich in the bottom three, and Sheffield United drop away from bottom to 19th, and also Rangers are the only team in the Premier League have not scored a single victory yet, and pressure's on for David Moyes for Rangers. And coming up next week here on Super Sunday, we have the Merseyside derby, and they had a very good form, these two teams so far in the Premier League, as both are sitting in the top two of the Premier League. But they both play each other next week at Anfield, Liverpool and Everton, and also Chelsea will be playing Arsenal also live on Super Sunday, also for next week. And the other 8 games of goal highlights, or the other 8 games as well, will be live also here on Sky on Super Sunday. I really cannot wait for next week here on Super Sunday, as the two Liverpool teams from Merseyside, Liverpool and Everton, are ruling the Premier League, as they are had a very good start to the seasons, and Klopp and Dyche's team are really want to win out of each other for next week, as both of them, as Liverpool are first, second is also Everton, and let's see next week who wins out of that game, and also find out if Arsenal can pick up a victory over Chelsea after next week's games. Well, that's all from me right here, Richard Keys. Have a good week, and we'll see you for Super Sunday for next week for the 2 big powerhouse matches here in the Premier League for match day 9. But until then, have a good Sunday.